Hey, thanks for tuning in. This is Dan Brzezowski. I'm the host of the No Comfort Zone podcast, Success and Motivation in the No Comfort Zone. Today I'm talking about when the light goes on and what that means to me and my experience in watching people when that light goes on, when they finally get it. I really, truly do hope you enjoy this show, and I also hope that in some way, shape, or form, this podcast helps you to become a better version of yourself. Thanks for listening.
Welcome.
Attention, please.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the No Comfort Zone podcast. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose. Broadcasting to the world from Rockford, Illinois. This is your wake-up call.
Warning.
You are the solutions to all your problems. Stop thinking average. Become the hero version of yourself. Every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. It all matters. You've entered the No Comfort Zone. It's time for a reality check.
In my last podcast, I talked about Joe Slaughter, and if you haven't had a chance to listen to that episode, go back and please listen to it. It's really about a guy pursuing his dreams and using a path to get there and not wavering and going for it and becoming ultra successful. He's a great human being. He's a great guy, and I actually can honestly say this. I really enjoyed doing that podcast, and I'm glad that I crossed paths with him. The reason I'm talking about this today is about when that light goes on is because the light went on for him a long time ago. He knew what he wanted to do. And that's the first light. I know what I want to do, but there's another light that needs to go on. What am I going to do in order to get there? And then there's another light that goes on after that. And that light is basically the light when, you know what, I've got to go for it. I got to go for it right now, and I'm going to commit. And we're going to have these epiphanies or these lights going on in our life throughout life. And my hope is this. My hope is that the light, somehow in some way, shape, or form, that I can inspire you to turn that light on a lot quicker. Just recently, currently, so it's going to be mid-July 2020. I'm not sure when I'm going to release this podcast, but about a month ago, I'm having an issue with a salesperson. Very good guy, looks the part, cares, very passionate about what he does, but a little quiet and what I would call a little disengaged. Coming in a little bit late to work, not making the key phone calls he needs to, leaving a little bit early, distracted throughout the day. You know what I'm talking about? Just like most of us, just distracted and not engaged that much. He definitely did not possess the 4 E's, the energy, the excitement, the enthusiasm, engagement, which you can find on the blueprint when you go to launchwithdan.com. Go ahead and schedule your call so we can actually talk about your goals, your hopes, your dreams, and your ambitions. Talk about what's holding you back, and I'll call you. I will reach out and I will give you a call, and we're going to spend a half an hour on the phone figuring out what it is, what we can do to motivate and inspire you and get you going in the right direction. So those 4 E's that I talk about, the energy, the excitement, enthusiasm, engagement, you absolutely need it to be successful. And I talk about that in the blueprint quite a bit. So this guy is actually just not engaged and not very excited to be at work and just not enthusiastic, but he's good at what he does. So he's average at best. I don't know what's happened. I have no idea what's happened. But the other day I'm in my office and I hear him talking to a customer. And I'm like, man, this guy's on point. He's confronting, he's answering questions, he's handling objections. He's really in the zone. And then I saw him walk across the showroom, and they call it, this is pretty cool in our industry, they call it the walk. You know when you have a deal, when you're doing everything the right way, when you got that walk, that 8 feet tall and bulletproof, that high stepping, you're just walking on air and you're just in the zone. In that walk, the tempo's up, your chin's up, your chest is out. He had the walk. He always says he doesn't have the walk, but he had the walk. And I see him making this deal with the customer, and the customer's pleased with what he's doing, and things are going great. And then I see him do it with another customer moments after that. He has 2 customers, and then I see him with a third. The guy is like, everything he touches, man, it's like, bzzz, done, closed, and everyone's happy. He's communicating from across the showroom. Some people don't like it, but I love it. He's actually in the zone. He's in flow right now. Everything's going his way. And at the end of the evening, I had a conversation with him, and I asked him, I go, what's up with you, man? What happened in the last 3 weeks? And he goes, I don't know, man. I'm just feeling the support from management. I'm starting to feel like things are all coming together right now. The pandemic, just not going to bother with it anymore. I had some challenges that were going on at home. Not going to acknowledge those challenges anymore. I'm ready to commit. I just committed. And the light went on. And the guy's like, man, I love it here. I love working with you guys. He had a high affinity for everybody. It was just great to be around. It was, quite frankly, it was exciting. And something else happened in the day. And now I'm starting to realize that we're in the zone. There was a customer that came in that really never thought they'd be able to buy a nice vehicle. If you ever heard of a dollar car, a car that's actually worth $1, this family was driving that car that was worth $1. So I put the car in reverse when I'm appraising the car. And this car actually took about 4 seconds before it popped into gear. Then I put it in drive, took about 3 seconds to pop into gear. The ceiling headliner was completely gone. It was all rusted out. The door panels were coming off. The car was rusted. The car kind of wobbled as it drove. People should never have been driving this vehicle. And here's a nice family, hardworking people that just ran into some bad times. And what ended up happening was, at the end of it, I asked them if we could take a picture with them in their new used car that they bought. We had to work with the banks and have a couple different conversations with them to convince the banks to say yes. But that's what we do. That's how you help somebody, is you get on the phone and you talk to the banks, and you do things the right way, and you put the accurate information in, and you make the phone call, and you tell the bank, and the manager told the bank, this is what we need to do. This is the reasons why we need to do it. Here's how we're going to structure the deal to make it so the customers can say yes, so they can have an affordable payment. Woman was basically almost in tears, thinking that we thought this was a farce. We thought we weren't going to get approved. The deal was done deal, approved the right way and ethically, at payments that they can afford, that were realistic for their budget, and a solid used car. That's why I love doing this, because that woman was 100% choked up, thinking she wasn't worthy enough to get a car like this, when absolutely her husband's working his ass off every single day, a blue-collar guy, and my team helped these people put together a car deal. And that's what it's all about. It's not a car deal. It's helping a family get from point A to point B, their everyday lives, and what we're willing to do and how we're willing to help them through our process and through our ethics in what we do. That's what I do on my, that's my day job. But what do I do with everything else after that? After that, that's where I want to help you ethically and morally, build your character up, get you out of adversity, through adversity, or after adversity, get you to the next level so you can go crush your goals. And what's the best part is this young man that I work with, he's in the zone. He is totally at that point in his life where he knows, I see it, man. I've committed. I'm going to be successful. Now that he's committed to be successful, he can't help it. He's going to be successful because he has a process, a plan, and goals in place. And that's really what it's all about for anybody, anywhere. What you end up doing is you commit to what it is that you want out of life. You have a process, a method, a way of getting there, whether it's the No Comfort Zone, whether it's go to launchwithdan.com, whether it's a sales process, a management process, even a workflow process, a time management process, a day-to-day success schedule, whatever it is. You get to that point and it's going to be drawn to you, because when you're looking for success, opportunity is looking for you. I got that from Brad Leah. I think that's how I say his name. He's on Twitter. I follow him. He's a pretty smart guy. Very big influencer. I know he's tied into Grant Cardone as well. But when I saw that, I'm like thinking that's so true. And there's nothing better to see when that light goes on and they finally commit to an industry, when they finally commit to themselves, and when they finally realize that they're not going to be subject to the negative influences of other people anymore. They're just going to go for it. And that, my friends, my listeners, and I really appreciate you listening. I'm glad that you're part of this tribe. That's what it is to get outside of your comfort zone. When you just realize, F it, I'm going for it. And today might be the day for you. Today might be the day you reach out to me and say, Dan, I'm ready to say F it and go for my goals, my dreams, my hopes, and my ambitions. Today might be your day. So go to launchwithdan.com. Go to thenocomfortzone.com. Dan at thenocomfortzone.com. Let's connect. Let's get you out of your comfort zone so that you can start living on purpose.
Say goodbye.
Want more of the No Comfort Zone? You can follow Dan on Instagram and Twitter at NoComfortZone1.
Bye.
Or on the web at thenocomfortzone.com.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the No Comfort Zone podcast.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.